Welcome to episode 3 of the Nessynergy Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood entity, Veritas, aka John Connor. If you're hearing this, then you are the Resistance. I am here with a once-in-a-lifetime guest, the most infamous Roy Batty, aka Mark Carmichael, aka the greatest scientific mind since Nikola Tesla, aka the greatest engineer in Abilene. Roy, how are you?
Man, after the introduction, dude, I feel super stoked to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this episode, Kohl's. That's Kohl's, K-O-H-L. Kohl's. We're like Sears, but without appliances.
Right.
Come on in, mention the podcast, and you'll get 10% off of any makeup.
Yeah, and as always, to your local Subway, you mentioned that Silver has lemur eyes, and you get 10% off on that too, so... You know, Subway, eat fresh.
Eat fresh. That's how we're eating. Now, Roy, number one, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for being able to put this together. Thank you for being so Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hush and to Bags. One of them is fishing and the other one is watching a hockey game, and we have their blessing to do this. So
I don't know which one is which on that. That really threw me. You know?
All right, take a guess. Which one do you think is doing which?
It's like saying one of them's doing shots at a local Applebee's and one of them's selling oranges, you know? It's like, I need some, you know.
It's not what you think, we'll say that. So what I did is I asked the board to throw out some questions.
Okay, yeah.
The 5 best.
All right.
And pretty much, I wish we could have gotten more, but... The questions we did get, mostly from Vulgar, are top-notch.
Oh, man, dude, Vulgar is top-notch, man. Yeah, Vulgar, you're my dude, man.
Shout out to Vulgar.
Yeah, man, you're right up there, dude. Like, for real. Yeah. Right up there, I don't know, man, with Jesus and Batman. Patrick Swayze, man. That's, you know.
I want to tell you the first thing is that Zunto, the little homie Zelf, he says at Batty, I expect Zelf shout outs. Is there anything?
Dude, man. Shout outs to my boy Zelf, aka Guacamole, aka I headbutted Shredder's helmet, aka the man, the myth, the legend, the skateboarder with a chain. You my boy for real. Always, man. I got your back, man. I'll punch people out at the club if they talk shit about you, man. I'm gonna fuck your girl. What's up? Too much?
No, okay. Not at all. Okay. I'm trying not to laugh. So, Vulgar really kept it real here. Once again, man, props to Vulgar. I'm still thinking about myself.
Vulgar, you're off the hook like that fish that got away.
So, question number 1: are you ready? I'm just throwing.
Yeah.
Now he also let it be known, Nessynergy Universe, that he's had very little time to prepare. We're just freestyling this thing.
I quit my job. This is all I got, man. This is it. This doesn't work, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run a whorehouse by hand. You know.
Question number 1:
just bring home what I have at work to eat. Fucked up, man. FML.
Batty.
Yes.
What are some memorable hospital stories that helped you gain insight into human nature and life, death, youth, and aging?
You mean like when I had my gallbladder removed, hospital stories?
No, stories at the hospital that we used to work at.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess in traditional Roy Batty form, man, I should say I've seen things that you people wouldn't believe. What do you mean, you people? I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen crazy stuff. You know that. We've seen people kill people, and no, not personally, but you know, we've seen, you know, people that we've you know, worked with kill people. I mean, it's fucked up. Sure. It's shit. You know, it's like somebody that works for is a cop or an ambulance driver. You know, the shit they see or hear, man. It's like you can't really walk away from it. It's gonna change you. That's just me being real. You know that.
Sure.
We've seen fucked up shit. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
What has it taught you really about life and how fragile it is, or how maybe we take quality of life for granted? How about that? Vulgar shout out to the question. I kind of added a little bit to it. You know, how about this?
Okay.
What has it shown you about sanity and how we take that for granted?
Well, I think you know this. some of the people we worked with were busted ass mentors. And we mainly work with kids. We've worked with adults, but the kids is different. We work with kids the most, and it's fucked up, man. It's a lot of people. The whole bumper sticker, it teaches a man. It takes a man to teach a man how to be a man, or whatever the fuck it says. It's bullshit, man. You got a lot of people that aren't real men trying to teach boys how to be men. It's fucked up. So. You got to have a good mentor. It's the classic Joseph Campbell's, situation where you got to have somebody that the hero's got to be called to action, man. You got to have a dude. You got to have an Obi-Wan. You got to have a Yoda, whatever. And it's not enough legit mentors, man. It's just mine.
How does someone become a mentor? What qualifies that?
I mean, I think the best mentors are ones that really don't think they are mentors. They're just like, shit's fucked up, should be better. So, they try to make things better. They try to pass something along, whatever they've learned along the way. The reluctant hero type, that's...
Yep. Have you ever competed in a disturbingly challenging game? If so, how did you prevail, or what were the conditions that led to your failure?
Wow. Maybe like 6th grade trying to suck my own dick. I wasn't sure if I wasn't acrobatic enough, or if my dick wasn't long enough. But, we've all tried it. So it's just like the peanut butter with the dog scenario.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been there?
Right. Shout outs to last Friday.
Yeah. All dogs go to heaven, but except for yours. He's done things, man.
Right. So is it gay to suck your own dick?
I don't think so. It's like touching yourself inappropriately, man. Anytime I touch myself, it's not inappropriate.
Because it's you.
Right.
And any boundaries that are crossed, you've allowed. So it's not really a boundary being crossed.
Yeah, I think that you get into that dark territory, man, when, the chicken egg situation, man. When you hit a brick wall, you can't get around that. Like space is always expanding. What's it expanding into?
Right.
I mean, is that too much?
No. And okay. Look, if you want to go off script about anything, feel free to.
Okay. Well, you have the script, so
I have a quote unquote script. Okay. What y'all can't see from this is when he's saying things that I'm trying not to laugh. Now, Batty and I have probably...
I'm making it easy. I'm not saying anything funny.
That's a good tie-in. What he used to do when we would be at work is he would email me sentences about just ridiculous things, such as watch grandma suck herself off with a rocket launcher or something. And the game would be, I would have to try to say it with a straight face and not laugh. And you could only imagine. Shout outs to back in the day with that. So here's another good question. If you had to create a masterpiece in order to save the world, and it had to be related to your life, what would you draw? Consider the medium you would make, drawing, architecture, song, etc. And which elements of your life would be ingrained in its final version? That's like 18 questions, but it's awesome.
Wow, that's fucking deep right there.
That is. Props, Volger.
I don't know, man. I think there's no such thing as a masterpiece. I think that, and there's a famous person that said this. I can't remember who, but they said that a work of art is never done. It's never finished. You just find a place to stop. So I think I would probably just start off doing something really dope and then drop a nuke and fuck the whole world up. That'd be the end of it, I don't know. That's a good question, though.
That is a good question.
That's like a question you should ask somebody that's way more talented than me, man. That's too much for me. I just draw shit. I mean, just you know for a fact I only spend a couple of minutes on shit I draw. I don't really take it that seriously.
Right. To add on to that for the people at home, if you had a muse, if you had an inspiration for your art, what would it be?
I don't know, man. Have you seen Nina North yet? Yeah, check out Nina North. Just you're welcome. If you are a Dylan Harper fan, Dylan Harper has the perfect body, but she has Seth MacFarlane's face. You know what I'm saying? So I almost want to put her in a Sin Cara mask. You know what I mean? But Nina North, man, dude, Nina North. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Who is the most positive person you've ever met, and have they had a positive effect on you?
No, man. The positivity thing, man. People are usually full of shit. They're usually patronizing, man. You know, I'd rather somebody just be honest. You know, I think positivity has its place. You know, I mean, it's cool to encourage people or whatever, but most people that do that shit, they're like, it's like, fuck off, you know. It's like Bob Ross, man, you know, but not a good artist.
Right.
You know,
He made it look easy.
Yeah.
How would that tie in with a conversation that we used to have about the bustedness of the Joel Osteen types? Because to me, that's what they're selling. They're selling pablum and Prozac and pom-poms.
Right. It's like the preacher that tears revelations out of the Bible. You know? We're not going to talk about that, brother.
Right.
We're not going to even mention that.
That's right.
Shout out to glossy finished dick lips, man. Come on out, bro. It's 2017, man. You know, a lot of stuff you write is sus, man. But dude, you cool. You know, just come on out with it, man. You vividly describe tossing salad, man. You know, I don't know who's the dude that said that they would get into porn because they had a nice hog. You know, dudes don't say that. Dude, you come on out too, man. Unless that's you too, Gloss. But you know, Gloss the boss. Yeah. What's up? Shout out to Gloss though. That's my boy, man. I'm just fucking with him. He's gay, but it's cool.
This is a good one, and if you need my help for it, just let me know.
Okay.
Enact your favorite scene from your favorite movie, and can you explain why it left such an impression on you?
Oh man, dude, you know I'm a big cinephile, man, so that's gonna be tough. I think when I was a kid, man, watching the 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, I remember what's the guy's name, man? Jack Palance. You know, he used to be a lot of cowboy movies, even City Slickers, stuff like that. But
he was the henchman, right?
Yeah. He was Boss Carl Grissom. You know, he was the one that said Jack to become Joker, what set him up, but man, just the way that dude talked, you know, it was like fucked up. It wasn't like acting. It was like I was like, what the fuck is this guy saying, you know? And it was like a scene where he's setting him up and he's setting him up to go into the Axis Chemicals or whatever, and he says, Jack, don't forget your lucky dick. And I was like, what the fuck is this, man? And then your luck is about to change. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know, it's like, it mesmerized me though, man, because I'd never seen somebody acting that weird, you know. Yeah, besides like Jeff Goldblum, this is another guy in Jurassic Park, you know. Yeah, I like weird shit like that, man. You know, I enjoy that. People that don't seem like they're acting, they don't even seem like they're from this fucking planet.
And if you brought up Jeff Goldblum, wasn't he in Buckaroo Banzai also? Wasn't he? And him and John Lithgow, etc.
Peter Weller.
Yeah, RoboCop, main guy. But I mean, wasn't he one of the evil aliens?
He was. I haven't seen that in a while.
Shout outs to Rowdy Piper, R.I.P. and They Live,
rest
man.
In peace, man.
Yeah, man.
Best movie ever, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Shout out to C-Dad. We're trying to get you on the podcast, on the conspiracy tip. I sent you that dream through the ether, and you only got half the message.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Sherlock Bones, man. Yeah. Lick your pink thing, Sherlock. Solve that mystery.
Speaking of mystery, Knucklehead posts merely at Silver.
At Silver.
So that would be, Robranda.
Yeah, shout outs to Robranda, man. She looks like Bosk from Empire Strikes Back in the face, you know. She looks like a lemur, man. You know, you got to get her on the podcast, man. She's a must-have. She's must-see TV, man.
Certainly. Let's see. We're scrolling.
Oh, you got more questions?
Yeah. There's some more.
Man, I don't want to do like a 30-minute video, man. I'll bore people.
No, you're doing great. We're making good time. Talk about a memorable experience you've had in a foreign country. Canada doesn't count. Shout outs to Soviet Scott Fahir, the perpetual virgin.
Fair.
Yeah.
I've never left the country. I guess the farthest I've ever been is like Texas. You know, we live in Mississippi, man, Hickville, you know. Farthest I've ever really been is Texas. Texas is dope, man. I mean, fucking way doper than this piece of shit town. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Texas is dope. That's a question that's for somebody that's more well-traveled and less dirt person than I am, you know?
This is a good one. When you've had job interviews and they ask, can you tell us about your strengths and weaknesses? What do you usually end up saying?
Man, I mean, you've seen some of the things. I've sent you photos of some of the things. Yeah, I've said I want to be a ninja, you know, and I want to finish getting my black belt in Taekwondo. I don't know, man. Where you see yourself in 5 years, celebrating the 5-year anniversary of this fucking question. You know, I write that shit down. I think it's stupid, man. I think it's like bullshit.
I can co-sign that. Batty, when we were working together, he had mastered the art of the email that you would have to read and say, I don't know how to respond to that. He would include pictures, he would include links, JPEGs, it was good stuff.
Yeah, like good news, bad news. I think I'm going to die in my sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. I've got an uncle with one arm shorter than the other one. He rides a dirt bike in circles all day.
Yep. And what do you say to that? Yeah. You know, what can you say to that?
It works. I mean, it works.
If you were Hammurabi, and that's assuming that you're not Hammurabi, right?
Yeah.
Volger, you might have touched on something there. If you were Hammurabi, and
Harley Quinn, man.
Yeah.
You know, Margot Robbie. I'd Hammurabi. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. If you were Hammurabi and the code was yours to make, what 5 laws would you write down which would become the rules of civilization? Or would you keep the ones he originally wrote?
Okay, so that's a crazy question, man. You know, you're taking me back to history, man. You know, I got to think. I would say that most of the rules that were made up back in the day are bullshit now. You know, a lot of the things that people read in the Bible and they try to translate now, it's like it makes no fucking sense. You know, I mean, they didn't have internet porn back then, or they didn't have FaceTime. You know, it's like eBay. You know, it's like I don't know, man. I would say just keeping it real, man. Most people make up stupid codes anyway. It's like bros before hoes. You know. No snitches. Snitches get stitches. The living ditches for bitches who itches. But I mean, I don't know, man. I would say, like fucking Bill and Ted, man, be excellent to one another and party on, dude. You know, I mean, fuck. I don't know, man. I think we all have to set our own rules, honestly. You know, I don't know.
I'll add to that. Okay. If there was one law that currently exists that you think should not be a law, what would that be?
Probably, like, do they still do the thing where you can't tear the tags off mattresses?
That's a good question, because if they do, that's pretty ridiculous.
I mean, that's a good starting point.
That is a good starting point, just the nonsensical
I'll tell you what. This is a big difference between Mississippi and Texas. You know, the people riding on motorcycles without helmets.
Yeah.
Man, I think they should have a law that you have to wear helmets. You know, I mean, how badass is it to wreck a motorcycle and spill your brains out and be in a coma shitting yourself? You know, it's like, how cool is that? Right. Yeah, it freaks me out seeing people riding motorcycles on the interstate without helmets. Wear helmets, man. You know, fuck. Right?
Why would you not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you want to look cool dying.
Sure, and you may be the most perfect, excellent motorcycle rider, but other people are not perfect, excellent drivers.
Right.
You know, and what if it gets wet and rainy and windy?
Yeah.
What if you hit a rock?
Right, exactly, man.
Fair enough. This is a good one.
Okay.
It's a paragraph.
Yeah, these are all good, man.
Yeah,
I wish I had better answers.
This is really good.
Okay.
So, Batty.
Right.
Roy Batty.
Right.
What would you do if you discovered a child porn? I don't know why I'm laughing about this.
Yeah.
Let me try to say this seriously. What would you do if you discovered a child pornography ring in the middle of a rainforest in Bolivia, full of powerful politicians from around the world in cabins up to no good, and you have a machine gun with unlimited ammunition? Explain your thought processes behind your decision to either dispose of them right then and there or apprehend them and hand them over to the authorities. In reflection, what does how you answered this question say about your sense of justice? Man, Volger, if you are a college professor, I'm sure your students hate you, but this is great.
Oh wow!
So I mean, do you kill them? Do you turn them into the authorities? How do you handle this, Batty?
I don't know, man. I mean, if a tree falls in the rainforest, did it really happen? You know, I don't know, man. I may not focus on that. I think there's worse shit happening in my neighborhood right now than that. No, to be serious though, I'd probably I'd probably really want to kill the motherfuckers that made the porn first, you know, like the ones that exploited the children. I want to kill them first. I'd probably save my bullets for them. I'd probably like cut the dicks off of the people that had the distribution center, and then I'd like fix it in a like hot dog bun, put, you know, deck it out like one of the Sonic dogs, and make them eat their own dicks, you know. But I mean, I'd save the bullets. Definitely want to get the bullets for the people that, you know, that made the porn, I guess. I mean, you know, do you shoot the distributors?
So this goes back.
Solve the problem?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then again, we could argue that after you did this, it would just pop up again somewhere else.
And is the shit legal there? It could be legal there. You know, I could go to prison for that, man. I could be like, you know, like all we were doing, we're making child porn like everybody else, and you fucked us up. Could go to prison, man. And then I don't, you know, my family doesn't get to see me, man. I don't know, man. That's tough. I feel like I should write an essay on that and give it to Vulgar, man. That's deep.
That is deep.
Deep shit.
Vulgar has made a internet career of swimming in the deep end. I respect that.
Yeah.
So his last question.
Okay.
Profound yet simple,
Okay.
as most things are. What makes you sit back and go, well, that's impressive?
Wow. I'd have to go back to Nina North. You know, you're familiar with Kendra Sunderland?
That name sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay. Yeah.
Still putting over the no fat mo. Just saying, you know, it's good for the brain.
Temptation, man. This is I'm
yeah.
trying to get you there, man.
Right. So Knack then switches it up and he says, how many times a week should a human bathe?
Well, I mean, it depends. You know, crazy people don't bathe.
Correct.
You know, and jobless people don't really have to bathe that much. You know, I think you should bathe every day just to be sure. But you know, you can skip a day every now and then.
When you say bathe, do you mean with soap, shampoo, conditioner, all that, or just under the water?
I mean, yeah, you could snorkel in meerkat jizz. You know, pickled fruitback turds. I don't know, man. You know, yeah, sure. You ever put shampoo in your butthole?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
Did you create? Oh wait, hang on. I'll get to that. No, let's go ahead and do that one.
Okay.
Did you create your Avi or jack it off of the web?
I jacked it off of the web, actually. Yeah. I'm trying to think of why, man. I don't know if people know this, but like Batty was on the board before V, you know, before Veritas. I don't know if everybody knows that, but I brought you over. And it's funny because it was like for a very net rapper way that I got there because there was a person that was jacking some of Lars' work. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And this one, I knew who Lars was, and I was like, yo, I got on there and registered, and I PM Lars, like, man, this dude's claiming to be you or whatever, and Lars was like, wanker, you know, whatever.
Sure.
Whatever British terminology, but yeah, that's how. And then I got you to come over, and the interesting thing is like now people are getting the therapy that you told them they'd get for years, right. Man. It's like all they had to do was call. Yeah.
Right. The master plan cannot yet be revealed, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Really,
I don't know what else sounding gay on here has to do to help that, though.
I mean, that's one of the reasons we did it audio, so that they wouldn't see us actually being gay. Also, we've already had the podcast sleepover, which went really well.
Yeah.
Those muffins were spectacular, sir.
This is the part where I issue threat of hands. Yeah. I've got my briefcase with my gi in it. Just let me know.
We'll come back to that in a second. Why do we think cats are pets and not convenient snacks?
Fuck, man. Because we're not Korean? Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck, dude. Cats are pets, man. I mean, we domesticated them a long time ago. They're kind of more picky than dogs. They have shout out to Sherlock Bones again. But yeah, man, fucking cats are pets, dude. I don't know why somebody would think cats aren't pets. My mom has 4 of them, man. They fucking get up on the table while you're eating and shit. She just does they're her babies. I don't know.
Do you feel any jealousy?
Yeah, man, I really do. I do.
Yeah. Do you rap? And if so, are you whack?
Yeah, I'm pretty whack. you know?
Yeah.
I think I am.
So here's a funny story. When he was on the boards before me, on another board, Lyrical Assault, in hindsight, one of the lamest rap boards ever.
Yeah.
Shout outs to none of those losers.
Yeah, fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, fuck them terribly. So he spit a line, and we were playing Call of Duty. We used to play Modern Warfare 2. We'd get on the headset, and I actually bit one of his lines, and he was like, "Where'd you hear that from?" And I was like, "I don't know. Some guy said it, you know." Or did I try to just straight up take credit for it? I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and then he came back later, and he was like, "Man, I said that." The line was something about spit lines to make the crowd put their hands up.
Yeah.
Spit lines to make wiggers put their
I'm not
pants
here
up.
to make the crowds put their hands up. I'm just here to make wiggers put their pants up. Yeah, and then you hit me with it on Call of Duty. Yeah, bottom line is I trolled Veritas on this Lyrical Assault, this British site, and we actually got banned like 3 times because they thought we were the same person because we worked together. Right. But yeah, he didn't know that I was a character named J504 who was just like fucking. I just ripped people, like dominated the fucking scene on there.
Got a spider on you.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got fucking radioactive powers. Yeah. No. But yeah. So I fucked with James Murphy on there. A little bit, man. A dude that worked with us that was in the IT department, he told me that Murph was on the internet rapping. So man, I just got on there and started saying, he didn't know it was me. I claimed I was from New Orleans like him and stuff. He's like, "Oh man, I'm from New Orleans too, man. You're my boy," whatever. But yeah, it was funny. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that back when I was like 18, 17, something like that, sure, I would have rapped. But like, you're a grown man. It's like you don't want to really walk around. I'm not trying to be Detour. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
to Detour, aka DJ Leukemia, aka Special Olympic historian. I don't know, man. Fuck. I want to see you ride that bike again, dog.
Beep beep.
Yeah. Beep beep.
Now, interestingly enough, though, I'll put you over on this. When you were battling, you were literally undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, I got banned from the site, and I was like, 26-0 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a bunch. It was a bunch of gassed up, fucking online battlers on there. And people got on their nuts, and you had to be stealth about it. To get somebody, they would hate vote. The best one was people would vote for. They would like vote for the guy. They're like, I think I've heard, since the guy's a veteran, I think I've heard that line used on him before. It's like, motherfucker, you think? Like, did you or didn't you? And they were like, I didn't really like the flow. You know what I mean? You get a lot of hate votes on there, but yeah, I consider it, a miracle to be undefeated online.
Especially with such fierce competition, you
right,
know?
I know, man.
Yeah.
British rappers are funny, man.
They really are, man.
Yeah,
they really are. They're
all about the grime.
That's right, man.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Right. I think it means saying bruv a lot.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Yeah.
Hey, bruv.
Right.
Sup, bruv.
Yeah, it's like an equation, like an proximity to real shit. It'd be like Goldberg coming out to Game of Thrones music.
Right, I see.
You're like,
see.
oh, wait a second, that's not Goldberg's music. It sounds like it. Or Goldberg coming out to the Terminator theme song, It's like they're really not that much different, but they're not the same thing.
That's a very good analogy, yes. Now, of course, Knack reveals his own mind in this question. What the fuck is up with Trump? And how much more dumb shit can he do while still enjoying the support of other dumbasses in America?
Okay. Well, Trump is a dumbass. But you have to credit the dumbasses that came before to make these dumbasses. Because during the Obama era, people got very politically correct, and too much of it. It was too much political correctness. And so Trump just went the other way with it, and people bought into it. But Trump is a fuck up, My mom was saying the other day, she's like, "Do you think Trump is the worst president ever?" I'm like, "No, George W. Bush is the worst president ever." But, because I think Trump fucks up more, but Bush fucked up more monumentally. He fucked up on nuclear levels, He was fucking DEFCON 5 with that shit. So, yeah, man. Fuck Trump. You know, I'm not gonna put the "Not My President" bumper sticker and shit on, because it's anybody that really follows this shit, they know it's a shadow government out there, man. This is all, we're all responding to this shit just the way we're supposed to.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not trying to get into the conspiracy theory side of things, but come on, man. You know, it's like, fuck, these guys are puppets, man, and people buy it, man. They totally buy it. They dance, puppet dance.
Yep. Reality television is now our president. What does that say about us as a people? We are trolling ourselves, and that's the worst kind of troll that you can have going on when you're trolling yourself.
Damn, son, you need to cut your toenails.
Yeah, man. Just, I don't know what's going on over here. It looking like I got some sort of fungus or something.
Tree climbers, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Back to the other question, though, man. Yeah, the rapping thing, man. You don't want to be 30 years old, 35 years old on the fucking YouTube, fucking rapping. Really? It's like, this is kind of the same thing we think when you see 40-year-old gangsters. You're like, yeah, what's up, G? I was like, fuck. I mean, you just, it's not. I used to play in rock bands and play guitar and stuff, write music. Yeah, it's like, fuck. At some point, you have to kind of say, yeah.
At some point, you have to basically tell everyone that you're a martial arts expert and take pictures to prove this, correct?
What? Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, that doesn't violate a code or anything, right?
No, I don't guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's random.
Yeah, it was.
I like it, though.
Oh, okay. I mean, here's another random question.
Okay.
At what point does having a PhD not make you a doctor?
When you can't read or write or spell.
But if you can do those things, then yes, right?
Yeah, I mean, now I've worked with a lot of PhDs that are fucking retarded. They took online classes or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of colleges you ride by real slow and they'll run out and give you a diploma.
Sure.
That probably wasn't your question. What
I was really doing was taking subliminal shots at Mr. Diode, who...
oh, man, Diode's my dude, though, man.
Is he?
Yeah. Vincent Kennedy McDiode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Diode, man. Why do you not like Diode?
Well, to me, he seems sort of contradictory. I like how you put it back on me, but I can answer to that. Yesterday...
Remember when you called him Diode? That was funny.
or Vincent Kennedy McAutism, if you ever talk to him in real life. He just, it's like, hey.
No,
so,
man.
No, I mean, really. I mean, there might have been a few personality frequencies in there a little bit. So
I remember when you had one of the background boats from Miami Vice. You remember that?
Yes.
It was like pussy pink, tan, like the seat covers. Still, Diode was my dude, man. I really can't diss Diode, man.
Can he diss himself?
No, man.
Is he above
it, man? He's above it, man.
He's totally above it.
Yeah, man. He's the man, dude. I'm gonna put him over, man. Put him over on this podcast or whatever the fuck this is we're doing. He's like you with a phone and a tape recorder.
and an awkward posture trying to hide my rock climbing toenails from
man.
you. So just one last thing on that, Mr. McMahon, is that you can't make a claim in an argument for basically your whole point is that you're arguing from authority. And then, if you're going to do that, then deny that I actually have more authority in that area than you do, literally. So, and if that's the case, then I'm just going to use the Bible as my source, or I'll use, or Google, right? So basically, with all research, correlation does not equal causation, but I don't want to bog it down with that.
I think you should talk to Diode, man. I'd like to see you guys have
I would love to, but he acts like he doesn't want to be on the show, like he's too good for it. And that's, he has time to grapple with people who look like they have learning disabilities.
What Silver?
Don't be racist.
Hey, shout outs to Chwandon. What's up, G? Come on back, man. We missed you. We missed you, little bro. Whatever. Okay, I saw you post something a while back, man. It said little Tonio. You said R.I.P., man. What happened?
Now we're getting it. Well, since I've already snitched once, I'll snitch again.
Yeah.
His lifestyle caught up with him.
Roast master, man. He kills it, man. I read his shit and I laugh my ass off, and it just inspires me. It inspires me to go in more. But yeah, man. I mean, you got to be creative, man. You got to fucking tap into that intergalactic fucking Commandant of Lucidity brain cancer type of shit, man. You got to think of some fucked up shit, man. You know, you got to think of like Skyping a hot chick, man, and she zooms up and it's your mom, and you're like, and you've already came, you know, and like you got the sock. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to type into, you got to really tap into some fucked up shit, man. You know? You know what I mean? You ever lick frogs? You ever do that shit?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to fucking go out there, man.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a school behind us. This is a weird place that we're in. I wish y'all could see us here. We're in this basketball court. This is weird, but it's good. So here's another question.
Okay.
What can or can you not say about the Net Trollnomicon?
Right.
Am I saying too much to even bring it up?
No. Okay. I'm gonna put this out there, man. I always seek out trolls. You know, I always like to engage the troll in some way, without really feeding into what they want you to feed into, but engage. I'm going to tell you, man. The most, and this was probably like, I don't know, man. Had to be like 10 years or so ago. There was somebody that showed up on these message boards named Fran Fan. I know I've told you about this.
Yes.
And they were supposed to be like this huge fan of Fran Drescher,
the nanny.
And we'd be talking about all kinds of weird shit. And this motherfucker would just come in and be talking about, like, Fran is going to be at the red carpet and, like, knew all this knowledge and stuff. I was like, dude, this is the fucking craziest troll ever. Everything I tried, this motherfucker would not break character. I guarantee you this person is somewhere still being this fucking character. But I couldn't break this person down. And I'm like, I come to realize, man, the most elaborate troll is the one that isn't really trolling. You got trolled and they weren't even trying. That's God tier.
So part of me, and this could be ego, wants you all to marinate on that. But just forget that we even said that. Let me ask you this.
Man, shout outs to Stricta, man.
Can you elaborate?
Man, yeah, Tim, dude. Shout outs to Tim, man. Tim's the dude, man. He's like the genocide that you don't want to kill. You know what I mean? I mean, he's like, he like... Yeah, Tim, don't do that, man. But then you're like, oh, it's cool.
Oh, yeah,
Tim.
you kind of just, yeah.
But, man, you know, genocide, man. What's up to genocide, though, man? I can't hate on genocide, but goddamn. Fair?
Fair.
You know?
Fair.
I mean, I remember, like, reading something, and I'm, like, halfway through, and it's like a long scroll-down thing, and I'm like, the fuck am I doing, man? Yeah, hey, you know, follow Bags, man. Bags knows how to put something together that you can keep reading, you know?
Right.
You know? You can keep reading it. It could be a bunch of shit, but you know it's going to be funny. It's going to be whatever. Big Baby, not so much. Not so much.
Right.
I think the Big Baby character has ran its course, man. I don't think anybody likes the Big Baby character now. You could, if you'd like the Big Baby character, let me know. Right. Didn't I draw Big Baby? Or who was that?
Yeah, was that with he was the kind of Asian looking dude. Shout out to Arrow.
Is this the one with he had the interchangeable nose ring, earring, and he moved it around?
Yeah.
That's not really him, is it?
You know, we don't know. I think it is, actually.
Okay, yeah.
I think he has a mental illness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have a mental illness after reading some of those posts.
Fair enough. So, lightning round. You ready?
Okay.
Top 3 borders.
Top 3 borders, man. Okay, I'm going to say this, man, and you know, you're here, you're my boy and everything. Man, I got to give it to you, man. You, Vic, and Bags, man. Bagsworth Bentley, dude. I mean, you guys, man, you fucking took it to the next level, man. You know, I was like, what the fuck? Does a face turn? You know, get on here, man. You guys are like fucking, you know, you're like, it's like the curtain call, man, you know, with the fucking, the click. You know what I'm saying?
Right, good.
You know, you guys are just like behind the scenes, man, doing the Wolfpack shit, you know. Fuck. Dude, I mean, hats off to you guys, man. You guys are killing it right now, man. I think C-Dad is a good dude, man. Yeah. He, you know, I watch his videos and shit. This is a dude, he's talented on multiple levels, man.
Yes.
But man, dude, come on, man. Don't get on there begging. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Let it happen naturally, man. You know? I drew a picture of you, bro. You made it. You know? Right. Fair enough?
Would you be willing, if someone was trusting enough to allow you, would you mail them some artwork? Would you make them artwork, and would you, you know?
I really don't know who would want it, but sure.
I think that Vic wanted me to ask you about giving him.
Fuck yeah, sure, man.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Shout outs to Anthony. When you going to take the art, man? When are you going to take?
Anthony, it's time, man. It's time, dude. Look, this is it, man. He was being legit with you, man. He just wanted to give you some art. I'm telling you, man. Dude wasn't wanting to stalk you or fucking cut your face off and wear it like a fucking Sin Cara mask or anything. Man, dude just wants to genuinely give you some art, man. You know, so let him do it, man. You know, it's cool now, right? But Vic, yeah, definitely I'll hook Vic up, man. Vic is a dude with some fucking levels, man, you know, because he's got this fucking, he's got this persona he keeps up, man, talking about hitting people with hands and shit, you know, and all that. But dude, underneath that, man, dude is a smart dude, man, and he's into a lot of the same shit. Man, we're two grown men talking about action figures online, man. The fuck? I got a dope-ass action figure collection. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
It's pretty dope.
But yeah. I'm just saying, man, and he's named after the Batman villain Hush. Fucking,
right,
yeah,
correct.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, man. So, you know, we're I think that we're like reformed wiggers, but we've always been like nerds. You know what I'm saying? We've always been
well said.
Star Trek, Star Wars, all that shit. So Vic's my dude, man.
Okay.
I really, when I first, started talking with Vic, man, I didn't know dude was like that, man. I was like, holy shit, he knows about Batman. So yeah, props to Vic, man.
When Vic reached out to me and talked to me, I was impressed.
Yeah,
I was expecting it to go a whole different way, and he showed that he had some depth, and that's always good, you know, when you can peel away the layers and you see some depth there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the first podcast you guys did, man, I was like, fuck, dude, Bag's talking about his daughter, man. You know, I got 2 daughters.
Sure.
Same deal, man. I felt him 110% on that. Same thing with Vic, man. Talking about being a mom's boy, and like his mom is just, same here, man. Like I've always wanted my mom's approval. That's like one of the things. And like my mom is like fucking supreme grammar Nazi, like reading books all the time and shit. Keep him, she don't give me a lot of compliments and shit like that, So yeah, man, I feel him on that, dude. That's I think that's only natural. But for him to reveal that part of himself, man, in Bags too, man, that was dope, man. So you guys are fucking Nessynergy. I don't know what that means, but I feel it. And I guess that's what I was supposed to do, feel it.
Yes.
I got pre-com right now.
Good. I can see. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that we are in various stages of being naked right now.
Right. We're like in the first stage right now. We still got our clothes on, but like we're fucking mentally undressing each other.
Yeah.
No homo.
No homo.
Yeah.
No homo.
Hate.
No hate.
Yeah.
Hands though.
Yeah, hands all day.
Yeah, hands all day.
Backing up, spinning an invisible bicycle chain, trying to fucking all that, running away. Call it the Mayweather shuffle. Yeah, and fuck you guys that want to see Mayweather and McGregor fight, man. What the fuck? Fuck that, man. I don't get it. Fuck that, man.
Why?
Just fuck it, man. It's a boxer and an MMA guy, man. Who cares?
I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fought Bruce Lee, right? That worked out pretty good.
No, that was stupid, man.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
Why?
Well, I mean, because I don't know, man. It was just stupid. I wasn't expecting you to go there.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I wasn't ready for that.
I've been trying to dial it back.
I wasn't ready for that jelly.
Lightning round.
Okay. I thought that was lightning round. Dude, nobody's going to listen to this, man. This is too fucking long, man.
Is it? That's what she said.
Yeah, Lex Impaler.
Right. Last question, then.
Last question.
Second to last question.
Okay.
Worst 3 boarders?
I hate to call anybody out really on being the worst. I thought this...
least favorite 3 boarders.
Well, I'm going to say, man, this Finney the Relic or whatever, I wasn't feeling him at first, but, man, after his video, man, I really like him, man.
Yeah, same here.
I think that he's like the even more down on your luck Everlast. I like him, man. He's... he most people win me over, man. I don't know why people hate Self so much, man. Self's a little homie, man.
Yeah, I like Self.
I don't know, man. He had a pretty hot chick on there twerking and stuff, man. That's what's up, man.
It's a lot better than a lot of folks on there can say.
Yeah,
we still have yet to see Arrow.
Yeah, fair. I don't know, man. I hate to really put anybody on blast, man, because I think everybody has potential.
All right.
There goes that positive bullshit, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, keep it real, man. Genocide, come on, dude. Get better, man. Really. This is an intervention, bro.
It is an intervention.
I mean, you agree? I mean,
certainly.
Hey, I remember the dude having some good posts back in the day, man, and dropping some music every now and then and stuff, man. But come on, step it up, man.
Now, finally.
Okay.
Any words of advice? Anything you wanna? Any last words? Any any sage wisdom you want to spit. You just give me the people's eyebrow.
Yeah, I mean, in regards to what?
Just, I mean, whatever's on your heart, man.
I don't know, man. Fuck the world.
Amen. Yeah,
that's all I got, man. Fuck the world.
All right, fair enough. Do you
all
have
eyes
any?
on me.
Go out and see it. It's coming out.
Past
right?
ammunition.
That's
I
right.
don't know. Fuck that, man. I'm not the one to give sage advice, man. I'm a Padawan, man. Don't you see my rat tail?
That's why I love you, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me while we're here?
Man, dude, how you? Every time I see you rolling in a new car, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's,
It'll be you when I grow up.
No, man, no.
Yeah.
I'm at the crossroads in that, because I have a car that, by all intents and purposes, would be nice. But, however, I live out in the country right now in a rented double wide, and I live a pretty simple life. You know what I mean? And I think you could co-sign me on that.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much just books and video games, and now the podcast stuff. No, really, that ties into the whole chip on my shoulder thing. You know, when the principal told me I'd never amount to anything, and I always wanted, you know, a car like that. It just, you know. And now that I have it, it is what it is. You brought up the whole idea of where the son puts on the dad's coat and it's too big, you know, and he realizes that it's too big. I don't ever want to be that. So I don't feel like the car makes me. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess the closest thing that I could offer, you know, as far as like something that would be considered kind of sage advice, but, you know, not really, is you're either one or two people, you know. Somebody tells you that you can't do this, you're going to be the type of person to be like, you know, they're right, I can't. Or you're going to be the type of person that says, I'll show you. But you have to get it to the point in your life where you ask yourself, you know, why did I do this? Did I do this for me, or did I do this for somebody else? So sometimes it was like Batman telling Robin, you know, like, you know, once you get the person that killed your parents, then what?
Right.
You know, how are you going to live with that? What are you going to do next?
Right.
You know, so, yeah.
Well said. Okay, well, I think that's a wrap, unless there's anything else you would want to ask me.
That's it, man. That's it.
I really appreciate your time, and you can stop touching me now, and I'll stop touching you. We've had some subtle gay undertones, but not as much as Amen. Shout outs to Amen.
Yeah.